to appear in court on federal charges.
This comes as Governor Hochul says she has read the indictment against him and calls it disturbing, adding that she expects the mayor to take the next few days to review the situation and find an appropriate path forward.
If he's convicted on all the charges, he could face up to 45 years in prison. We have team coverage for you tonight. Let's begin with Allie Bauman live at Gracie Mansion. Allie.
Maurice and Christine, tomorrow's arraignment comes at the request of the mayor himself, who said he wants a speedy trial so New Yorkers can hear the truth. After that, he'll have another court appearance a week from tomorrow. And in the meantime, despite calls from some in his own party, the mayor says he's not going anywhere.
I look forward to defending myself and defending the people of this city.
Mayor Eric Adams defiant in the face of 5 federal charges, including bribery, fraud, and soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations.
These are bright red lines, and we allege that the mayor crossed them again and again for years.
The 57-page indictment, unsealed Thursday, alleges for nearly a decade, starting when he was Brooklyn Borough president, Adams sought and accepted more than $100,000 in travel benefits from foreign businessmen and at least one Turkish government official. Luxury hotel suites, business class flights around the world, a boat tour, and even a Turkish bath gifted to Adams, federal prosecutors allege, without him publicly disclosing any of them, as is required by law.
Those were upgrades on airlines with open seats. That's what airlines do. They do it every day.
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Karkadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and nephews sisters out there. Unto his life foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. A quick show to the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. The news came out last night about this here in New York, so we have to let it kind of simmer to find out what it was. So pretty much they said that he took briberies, he took he was taking extra money for certain things, which is all under the category of briberies, some other shit. And his whole team, before this, they came down hard on him. They all resigned. They all quit before. So everybody's saying basically he should give up his seat. So what are we seeing right now? What we're literally seeing is Jake losing power in Israel. I mean in America. Alright. And you have Jake like this. I seen another guy on CNN, another bald-headed Jake, that completely was against this current mayor. I care less about Adams, but you'll notice a trend is going on. And that trend is, if you're a black man in power in America, they coming for you. They went after Diddy. No, all the shit that he did all those years, and they say crick crack thing. But they want to strategically take them out of power. So being a man of color, especially an Israelite, this shows you right here this is not our rest. Alright? Matter of fact, I'll start there. The hell? I'll start there. It says, what the hell am I doing? Slakia. Micah 2:10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So this is not your rest. A lot of these men and women that are Israelites. I was watching Roots. Roots is based upon Alex Haley. Supposedly his background. And everybody that's seen Roots prior to knew how terrible slavery was, especially when I believe it came out in 19. I think it came out in 1980 with Lamont. What's this guy? Lamont something, whatever. So it was based upon Alex Haley's genealogy, supposedly. So he would sit there and show you all this travesty and everything like that. And, well, technically it's not his, because Kunta Kinte had a daughter, not a son, but I digress. So he shows this this history, and then, you know, but his whole thing is, look how he turned out. He was successful and so forth. So they'll have you believe, especially at that time, that all this travesty that took place to us as a people, there was an outliner. You know, you could come out of it unscathed or anything. You just work hard. Well, obviously, these guys that's in a position of power, they did a lot of extra activity, and with their little extra activity, and it got them nowhere. I haven't gotten them nowhere, yo. So it says because it's polluted, this land is polluted. It's defiled. It's wicked. It's evil. In order for you to play, in order for you as an individual to succeed in this world, you have to do the vilest possible things. So our people have become polluted. This is why, what's his name? P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever. Everybody's disgusted by his act, and a lot of people knew about it. But some people, Suge Knight said it in an interview, said, where did he learn it from? And they will dismiss where he learned it from, because the person that he learned these things from, obviously, if you go into the history of that, you got to go to Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis is a small hatter that had his way with Mr. Sean Combs. Andre Harrell, same thing. All these successful black men had their way with each other, or they let small hatters have their way with them. So look what has become of them. They are polluted. All right. It says it shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. So ultimately, them switching sides is gonna destroy them. All right. So this place is not our rest, man. All right. You cannot succeed in this world without green lit from the enemy. All right. I'm not gonna make this too long. This is gonna be I guess it's all gonna be an ongoing investigation, because he's not the only one that's gonna go down. A lot of Jakes are gonna go down, but this is what you deserve. First Maccabees 1:11. It says, in those days when they are out of Israel, wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. But since we have departed from them, we have had much sorrow. This is the mindset of all these celebs. Matter of fact, I have the picture. Yeah, that's what we're going to play. Where are you? Yep. Let's go to it. Mayor Adams named Master Mason in secret Freemason ceremony in Grayson Mansion. This is where the mayors dwell at. All right, I believe that. Well, I know where it's at. I know where it's at. Well, I just can't remember the Pacific area, downtown Manhattan. So, right there, right in front of millions of people's face, basically telling that he's a Freemason. Look what being a Freemason in Esau's world gotten you. Now they're talking about they're going to arrest your ass. That he might spend 40 years in prison. But he's a master Mason. He and others like him devoted their life to this whole thing. A good film to watch Rosewood. And that shit all started because a white woman cried and lied about she got raped when she was committing adultery. And to get the guy who actually did it, to get him out, he was a Mason. And he got other Masons, but they were Israelites, black men, to get him out that situation. And their payment, their reward was what? They got hung and burned. Alright? They got treated like trash. They died dishonorable. All because of them aligning themselves with something that had nothing to do with them. So these sellouts would have you believe that going that route that they going is the way to go. But look what's happening. Look how much evidence and things is coming out on you. Because that's not the route. It says, verse 12, so this device pleased them well, and as certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. So freak offs, orgies, right? Just doing whomever, whatever, bribery. We see this shit you see this shit in films all the time. It never fails, yo. It never fails. And you see how they take the bribery, they take this, that, to the third. Why all of a sudden is a problem? Because it's not meant for Jake. Alright? You play by their rules, you lose. That's the God honest truth. You play by their rules, you lose. You lose badly. Alright? You all lose badly. It says Luke 12:2, going back to the picture, for there is nothing covered that which shall be not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So all these people in prominent office in the society, they all have to get to that position by getting into type of different positions. And the last black mayor that we had in New York was Mayor Dinkins. And that was like the worst time in New York history. And that was done on purpose, of course. Hey, even de Blasio, he was out here telling people to get the wax. And his whole thing was, you get free cheeseburgers, you get free drinks, and this, that, to the third. And he crippled the city. He fucked the city up. But you don't hear anything terrible about him anymore. This mayor is worse than the last. Why? Because the Lord is revealing these mofos, and they all being judged. All right. Scripture says, Proverbs 3:26, I believe. 31 says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, because it never turns out good for you. For you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you trying to betray or trying to, I don't mean betray, but you trying to purposely resemble your oppressor. It doesn't turn out well for you. It never does. All right. It says choose none of his ways. So you're not supposed to choose that lifestyle that they say. We have our laws, we have our statutes, our commandments. We're different. Once we try to get involved in today's shit, that's where we fuck up. It says, for the forward is an abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous, which is the elect. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitations of the just. So because there's a heavy curse on Esau's household. All right, we may not see it. Those of us that's in the know, we see it. You see what's happening, right? Esau is losing badly. But when you try to emulate or try to be like the other nations, it never turns out good for you. All right, that's what the scripture says. Jeremiah 2:21. Is it 21? It says, "Yet I planted thee a noble vine, holy right seed. How art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?" Yeah, because what the Lord made of us, the outcome is horrible. We're like heathens. All right, and I say it like that because we want all us heathens. Those of us that's in the know. Let me jump down to the point. It says Jeremiah 5:33. It says, matter of fact, 32. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Why trimmest thou to seek love? The nigga bald his head, he bald his face, look like a fucking peanut. All right, and he's supposed to be respected. That's not our custom. All right. Prior to doing this show, I was looking up. Matter of fact, I'll read that real quick. Let me read a little bit more. It says, "Why seek love, therefore that has also taught the wicked ones thy ways." So, us emulating or pretending to be like the heathens is a curse. Makes us heathens. It says back in 1 Maccabees 1:14, it says, "Whereupon they built a place of exercise in Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsake the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to mischief." So go to 2 Maccabees 4. I want to go to the point actually. It says 2 Maccabees 4 and approximately. I just go to the point. 12. For he built, talking about Jason, all right, the wicked Israelite, he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection, and made them wear a hat. Now, such was the height of the Greek fashions and increase of the heathenistic manners through the exceeding profaneness of Jason, the ungodly, rich, and no high priest, that the priests have no courage to serve any more at the altar, but despise the temple, neglect the sacrifice, hasten to be partakers of unlawful allowance in the place of exercises, after the game of the discuss from them forth, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. So we became nothing but fucking heathens because of Israelite leaders. All right, that wanted their pockets greased up. So Isaiah 29 tells us, 28, sorry, that 28 and 12, sorry, 28 and 15, because I have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So they hid themselves in the manner of what? As the heathens. As the heathens. Democracy does nothing for you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Sorry, it doesn't do nothing for you. It's not made for you. All this shit that goes on is just pure wickedness. So you made a covenant with death. You think you're like, okay, we're good. But the Lord said, nope. You jump down. 18, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled. And that's what's happened to P. Diddy, and that's going to happen to a lot of celebrities amongst our people. They're going to come to realization like, oh shit, maybe we should never have sold out. Alright? But it's going to be too little, too late. It says, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then you shall be trodden down by it. That overflowing scourge is judgment. When the enemy comes in like a flood. Mayor Adams is feeling the wrath. All that abominable things that they did to get into their position is going to mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright? 2 Ezra 16:70. I'm going to the point. 69, sorry. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So this is your destiny. And the scripture tells you what? Because what we seeing, are we just seeing corrupt black men all over the United States? Or are we seeing judgment? We're seeing judgment. It says, 1 Peter 4:17, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. So the house of the Most High, those that know they're Israelites, all right? But yet, those that don't know they're Israelites, they still are under the curses. And no matter how much money you have, how much people you can buy or sell, whatever you think you can get away with, you're still under the curses. And those curses don't know no body special. Alright? The Lord is not a respecter of persons. You can't buy your way out of this situation. Matter of fact, real quick. This is what Adams, this is his problem. Ecclesiastes 7, I believe it's 8 or 9. Ecclesiastes 7. Surely oppression make of a wise man mad. So obviously there's a lot of these people that are not wise, because if they were wise they'll be pissed off because they are being oppressed. All right, you're being oppressed every day. It says, and a gift destroyeth the heart. And NLT says, extortion turns wise people into fools. Where did I get that from? But it says, and briberies corrupt the heart. The heart means what? Your mind. So he got his pocket greased up. Alright, the same thing like every other politician has done, but he's out there in the forefront because judgment has begun with the house of Israel. And it says, and it says of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, those that know, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High. So is P. Diddy obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai or any of his celebrity friends? No. Is Mayor Adams doing that? No. So now we see the results of selling your ass. Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is judging these fools. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nations of Shalom.